Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Wisconsin Badgers, Barry Alvarez Field at historic Camp Randall Stadium, where we are looking forward to a fantastic battle. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Wisconsin's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Caught in the backfield, it's Dupree. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Caught near the sticks, it's Anthony. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They're dealing with a second and long. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense has the ball for the first time. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, oh man, am I upset in my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. Third down coming. He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Balls and fires complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Leaves it with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off! What a play by this defense. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Badger!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it and taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
Will go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Scanning the field, it's Battiato. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The snap sets up the throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Quickly to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's Anthony. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll go back to work. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
To the air, it's Edwards. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards.
It's a seam wide open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Badgers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quick completion to the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's...
He wants to take the top off. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Quarterback on the keeper. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Looking for a man, it's Edwards. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. It's Dupree. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. Let's see what he can do with it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Quick release by the QB.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing the strike.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man in the middle. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Lets it fly. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers!
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Western Kentucky was far from the friendly confines of Bowling Green, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Regardless,
he's loose. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Patterson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional run.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Battiato. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Mason. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Dupree. At the 35, he's got room. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, step.
There he goes. Lots of running room. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
To the air, it's Battiato. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Lacey. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Coming out with it, it's Barry Johnson. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This drive will open from the 15. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll leave it with him. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Fires complete on the crosser. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Badgers are on the move. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. With the catch, it's Doherty. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to pass. It's Vattiato. Quickly out to the tight end. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Vattiato. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, MTSU. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Back to pass, it's Battiato. It's caught.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. That's a nice job.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Badgers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball at the 31, third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Got it, looking for the first down. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Badgers will have it first and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ballard. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. UAB answered the bell away from Protective Stadium today with an impressive victory. The Blazers knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on makes the grab past the marker. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. On first down, here comes this offense. Back to throw, it's Battiato. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab on the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this fourth quarter.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Here comes the Heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Here's a Heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. You know, there's no real reason to panic if I can think about it when just panicking never really comes. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, then let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.